Welcome back, everybody, to 503 Explore. Welcome to the new subs, and I'll get you caught up here on some of these items. This is our timeline right here. This is all my information. This is the floor plan from Nancy's house. I'm going to get right to it here. This is the line of sight. This is the doorbell. This is where I believe the truck is. Right to the right of the agave, lands on a car tire. This is what I believe right here is the SUV. This is the round object. It measures about 26 inches tall. If it's an average small SUV car tire, nothing in her driveway is over 12 inches. So we can't explain this object other than I believe this to be a car tire, spokes in the tire and the rim right here. This reflective object, there is no object in Nancy's driveway or beyond that have a reflective in this location. There is some lights in her driveway that are inoperable, but that is not it. I believe that's the hood ornament, that's chrome, and a headlight and a grille. I believe there's a car top right here, like one of those cargo carriers on the top. These are just anomalies in the pixelation that I feel add up to being part of a vehicle. I thought this was a stake bed farm truck at first. I don't believe that is the case because I see a fender well right here towing a trailer. This is a square object. You can see it is not part of landscaping. This is your landscaping, right? These are trees. It's just pixelation, and it makes no sense. So this is what I believe is the trailer. I believe there's two mattresses, a box spring, and another mattress leaning over, if you can picture, leaning over to the side of the trailer. You put them in a trailer and they lean over to one side or the other. That is what I believe that we're looking at right here. I believe there's a logo on the side of this car, which could be like a business or construction or something to that effect. I believe that is the mirror. And yes, I believe this is a body on the hood. It seems crazy to say that, but when I enhance this image, that's the only thing that makes sense to me. These are arms, head, laying on its right side. Here's a blanket. That square object. That is an anomaly in the pixelation. That has to be something. So this is a doctored image right here. I did this on the plane just to kind of highlight some of the lines. I believe, yes, that this is an SUV, a cargo carrier on top, advertisement on the side of the car, trailer. And they came in the left side of this driveway, right here, facing the house, jacked off the trailer, parked. And this is what I believe the perp, or as Monk calls the crotch holster guy, is looking back at. I watched the interview room, and some of those guys are saying he's looking back at the path. No, I believe he's looking back at this trailer. I believe there's someone actually at one point standing in the trailer. You can see lights blinking. And when I say lights, I'm not going to get into this whole light thing again, which has been hashed out 3 months ago. There's lights on the hill. Yes, there's 3 or 4 lights. It's a house. There is there's a no outlet sign, which has 3 dots on it. That is a reflective no outlet sign, which there is some streamers that still cannot understand what these lights are. And then there's Paul's house up here that has the lights on. I don't have a picture. Actually, I do right here. I have an overhead view of it. Here's Nancy's house, and this is the porch lights that you see blinking, the trees blinking. There is the construction house, a car house, they call it right here, with no lights on. This is the house right here that has the 4 lights. And then you also have the no outlet sign right here. So those are the lights. So I don't get too much into this light stuff. This was hashed out many months ago, and we're moving past that. This is the image that I have come up with. This is what I believe is a small SUV that would match the same, and I'm not implicating, I'm just saying that this would match the same SUV that Tommaso drives. This would be in the range of like a 2020, 2024. So CRV, you can see that it has the bright chrome emblem. This is the one thing that I believe sets this car apart from others. I'm not saying this is Tommaso's car. I'm just saying this is like Tommaso's car. The one thing that I was able to confirm is that Tommaso's does not have a trailer hitch on his car. I have a picture of it. This one would have to have a trailer hitch to tow a trailer. So like I said, I'm not looking at this as being the issue with him. I believe this is where I'm going with here, and this is the next part of my investigation. I believe we are looking for a car with a construction contractors, workers maybe that just moved out or moved off of a job close by, and maybe they were on their last day of work and they saw an opportunity, and this is what they came up with, was this plan. This is really what I feel. I feel like this car was close by. It's not giving off a very strong heat registry, and meaning the brake rotors aren't hot. I don't see that it's not illuminating any heat off the car. And I'm not sure, if the Nest camera picks up the IRs in that sense with heat, but I know on night vision, the Nest camera does have the night vision, and they might pick up heat sensory. I feel like this car didn't drive very far. Now, the next part of my investigation is this part right here. I'm moving on. I'm going to go through all the Airbnbs, STR, short-term rentals, in a short vicinity around Nancy's home, and then I'm gonna get on a subscription for the Google Earth Pro, and that the way I can backdate images, and I want to see if there is any SUV in the driveways that match a CRV-like SUV with a cargo carrier, maybe a trailer hitch towing a trailer. I know that the FBI did talk to some people, some workers, about having a trailer that did. And when I went down there was a trailer in the yard of the house that they were talking to. So I know there is Airbnbs, short-term rentals that workers were staying at, and they very well could have been, with these mattresses, they could have been staying at a house, and it was time to move out or move on. The job was over, and they packed up, and this is where the first stop was. Unfortunately, this is really where I feel like my the investigation and the evidence is taking me. So small SUV, cargo top carrier right here, a trailer in the back, mattresses in the trailer. Square objects up here. So what I'm going to be doing, look forward to the next video, is I will be organizing this and I have a list of all the big players right now. Every name that's been talked about or suspected, I have a list of, and I will next be documenting all the Airbnbs, STRs, and going back on images on Google Earth Pro and zooming in. Right now, you can do it on a present day Google Earth, and you can see cars in driveways. You can see, the one thing that all the investigators or the channel streamers have not been able to come up with is a getaway car. There is some suspicion of some other cars that I didn't invest very much time in. I just didn't feel like it didn't really hold weight. So this is where I'm going with what I feel I see. So coming soon, more videos on that part of the investigation that would possibly show an SUV in one of the Airbnb STRs. There are plenty of them around the area, short vicinity. I think it was like 6 of them, 6 or 8, that a short distance to Nancy's house. So that's how I feel that this is going to go next. There's a schematic here. This is her layout of her home. This is a 3,300 square foot single level house. There is no crawl space. This is a slab home. So a lot of people asked about crawl spaces. There is no crawl space in this house. So there you go. You can screenshot if you have any an interest, or if you have any ideas or suspicions, post them in the comments. We can work on this together. So if you have any other enhancement tools for your images, work on it. Screenshot these. Everybody has this picture available on Google. Just perp on porch, pop it right up, brighten the exposure, and there you go. This is nothing special. I just went on Google and I just filtered this and worked on this, and this is what I came up with. So stay tuned, guys. I appreciate all the subscribers, people interested. I think we're getting closer. I think this case is staying hot, and people are working on it. Savannah, I think, has a private investigator working on it right now. There's a lot of distractions in the case. Lately, it's been this white Tesla thing. I have zero interest in who drives a white Tesla in the driveway or across from someone's house, which I found is 2 separate cars. One model's X, one model's Y. I'm not getting distracted by that stuff. I'm just sticking with what I have seen and what I know and what I need to move forward. So thanks, guys, for checking in. Stay tuned. I'm going to be dropping another one here pretty soon. And like I said, if you have any ideas on this, post them. And everybody has something to offer in this. So I appreciate all the support. And we will be moving forward with this. So the SUV and the driveway theory, that is what we're working on right here. And I have a few videos out that you can go back and check. And I have my live stream that I was at Nancy's, and I was, checking things out. That is posted. It's all on my site. So feel free to check all that stuff out. I also have some driveway stuff. I have some some ideas of things that I want to look at with the driveway. It's where Tommaso dropped off Nancy. This is an incline in the driveway, and I want to know where exactly did he drop her off at. It was in the garage out here. Did she walk? So I'm just kind of curious how that played out. Also up here, this is the dolly. Monk talks about this. The dolly behind here, this is all her flower pots. So anyway, I think she used that dolly for her flower pot. I'm getting distracted here, but I just thought I'd touch on that a little bit. There's tracks in the driveway that match a dolly cart type of conversion that people can get at Costco or something. And there's tracks on the first day of the investigation. So other people are kind of working on that. I am too, a little bit. I did a soil density test out there, and it would take 150 pounds plus to push a line into this lava rock. It's pretty firm. I did that on the front of her driveway right here, just to kind of get an idea of the density of that soil. It would take a lot to cut a line in there. So anyway, I'm getting a little distracted here. I just want to touch on that a little bit. But driveway, SUV in driveway theory, we're on it. We're working on it. Other people are talking about it. I think I was just mentioned on JLR the other day about my research, which I thought was super cool. I wish I could thank the person that was supporting me. That really made my day. And I know JLR is one of the top guys working on this stuff, and he has a huge platform. I don't have a big platform, so it's harder for me to get my research out. So anyways, feel free to screenshot everything. However interest you have, just post your questions. So, okay, guys, thanks for tuning in, and we'll drop another one soon. Let's find Nancy.